Bagfuel, baby.
First of all, hip hop is a copycat
sport.
It's a copycat sport. So whatever people view as success, they want to do that. Perfect example. When 50 Cent came out, right? 50 Cent blew up. 50 Cent is he has a top selling debut album.
10 million.
In history of rap. When people seen that, everybody wanted to do what he did. No, everybody started getting jacked up. All of a sudden, everybody's going to the gym,
taking steroids.
And everybody had a mixture.
Clue changed the mixtape game first, and 50 changed it for the artist.
We're not talking about that.
Dudes wanted to get shot.
Yo.
There was a point where guys wanted to get shot for credibility. Do you know how stupid they are? Do you realize you could die from a simple shot? If the bullet travels the wrong way, you could die.
Yeah, just one bullet.
Right in your leg. It doesn't
You know what I'm saying?
matter.
Black just passed away from his leg.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead. So dudes would do anything for that light. So everybody wanted to do like 50, but guess what? The difference between 50 and these dudes, first of all, 50 Cent, controversy sells. 50 Cent was the perfect storm, as Chris Lottie said. He had the controversy, he had the image, he had the marketing, he had the fucking music, and he had the fucking drive. Like, I'd never seen nobody make mixtapes every week until 50 came out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He was pumping them out.
Let me tell you something. Nobody made a rap mixtape before me. Nobody.
I think you told me that.
You can look it up. That was in the 90s that came out.
Was that before Clue?
No, Clue's I'm talking about Clue's mixtape.
Okay, yeah,
I'm talking about a mixtape album.
What made you do that?
I was on the shelf at the label because of politics. And then I said to myself, this is what a dealer, this is what a hustler does.
A drug dealer.
This is what a hustler
drug
does,
dealer,
not a peddler. The hustler says,
I'm not a peddler.
That
might have to be one of your songs.
No.
we're going to have to make a shirt. We're going to make a shirt. Collaboration. We hustlers, not peddlers. That's
there you go.
Bagfuel mega collabo.
Yeah.
I said,
we serious too on this collabo.
In order for me to know how people feel about this product, I'm the brand. I want to see how people feel about this product. Did the mixtape. It's like you putting some work out in the street. You're going to get the feedback. You put some work out in the street and it's fire, everybody's calling you. Or people want it. You put some work out in the street and you don't hear nothing.
You know your shit trash.
Right. Or you're going to get a lot of complaints. So when I put that, so I did that mixtape as an accident. I did that just because.
As a tester, nigga.
A test.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? To see how people felt about me. Because I was on the shelf and I'm like, trying to figure out why I'm on the shelf. This is before I knew about politics. This is before I knew about a shelf. I was told I was on the shelf by another rapper that's a friend of mine. He felt bad and he called me. He's like, yo, you know you're on the shelf, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild, son.
Word of mother. I found out I was on the shelf from Red Cafe.
Okay.
That's my man.
Shout out to Red.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, he called me like sad. And I'm like, what do you, like, I'm on the shelf. And he had to explain to me what it is. And then Foxy hit me up. Foxy was tight. So they knew that what was going to happen. I guess people in the industry was talking. You know how they had their little parties and they little gatherings.
Foxy was with the hot nigga you had beef
No, Foxy was Team Mega all day.
But it doesn't matter. She has information because she's involved with everybody's still involved with the hot nigga. Yeah. So she would know what's going on.
She was riding. She was ride or die. She was with me.
Everybody say that. Let's switch peace. Everybody says that about Foxy Brown. Everybody. Everybody. It's rumored that Jay-Z would want to eat Chinese food in the projects with her rather than be with Beyonce and all that wild shit. What is it about Foxy Brown that all street niggas or hood niggas love?
I could give you the mega answer, I could give you the fan answer.
Give me the mega answer. What the fuck I want the fan answer for, nigga?
Okay. The thing about Fox is that forget the artist. Like, if you really have a conversation with her, intellectually, her IQ is crazy. Foxy's one of the she's super intelligent. So if you just look from the outside in, you just see controversy, you see an artist, you see whatever. But if you really have a conversation with her, she's very intelligent. That's for one. For two, she's hood. Like, she's hood and she's intelligent. And then she'll be touching on topics that you don't really hear girls touch on, even with the music. Like, first person I heard shout out to Mencio in the song was Foxy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she touched on certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, Like on affirmative action, she's like all my thug niggas in Marcy. You know, like she just touch on certain things that streets could relate to.
But if she wasn't known to write her rhymes, was it the niggas that was touching on it?
I think that's
delivering
bullshit.
it?
I seen her right. I seen her right. I seen her right. If that was
Because
true,
because the legend is Mega. Go on.
you can't always believe legends.
I'm saying because the legend
Listen
is
to some things
Hov and Nas wrote the rhymes.
People have said that about her affirmative action rhyme. If you listen to her affirmative action rhyme, the structure of it, you could tell. If you really listen to it, at the end, she was low-key freestyling at the end. At the end, some of the shit was just coming to her, she was just writing it down. Listen to it. Like some of the stuff she even repeated. If you listen to it, there's certain things she said twice in the song. Jay-Z is a perfectionist. Jay-Z ain't doing that in this.
Neither is Nas.
And neither is Nas. That's for one. But two, I've seen her write that. So I can only speak for what I seen and what I was around. I've seen her write. So when they say, I don't know who's responsible for like hit records, all that, I wasn't there. I know every time I'm around Inga, she wrote her rhyme. I seen it. If she didn't, I wouldn't even answer the question, or I would avoid the question. I'll say, edit that shit. You know
Edit that shit, yup.
Yeah. I'm telling you, she wrote. I'm telling you. I promise you, she wrote.